Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel. Yesterday I noted that a bunch of chart analysts were getting pretty excited, believing that after 6 months of sideways price action, slightly trending to the downside, so a consolidation period, we're finally breaking to the upside. Bitcoin and altcoins alike, and XRP of course being part of that. So I'm going to share with you perspective from multiple analysts. I got a ton about XRP in fact in this video. Including an analyst who says that he's expecting this XRP move, this market cycle, to be the biggest move in its entire price history. I'll share with you exactly what he's talking about. And I'll tell you at the outset, even though I never make price predictions and I don't pretend to know what's going to happen in terms of price action, I will not be the least bit surprised if XRP, in terms of dollars, ends up having its biggest move in history. I'll not be surprised to see a new all-time high and to see it entering price discovery. And I won't be surprised if a lot of people listening right now end up ridiculously wealthy because of that. It's happened many times in the past with XRP. It's happened with all sorts of other coins. That's why investing in the crypto asset class is the most incredible opportunity, financially speaking, that has ever been bestowed upon humanity. It's not too much to say that. There's never been an opportunity like this for the entire history of our species, frankly. But before going further, I do want to be clear. I do not have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who enjoys making YouTube videos about crypto-related topics, but just as a hobby and just for fun. As I record this video at 7:51 p.m. Central Time, Friday, September 27th, 2024, XRP is just shy of 59 cents. Bitcoin at $65,835. I'll note, though, a 24-hour high for Bitcoin just a little bit earlier today was at $66,381. This has captured the attention of every chart analyst on the entire damn planet, right? Maybe unless they're on vacation or something. Here we have the Crypto Fear and Greed Index, not surprisingly back in greed at 64 out of 100. There was this post from the blockchain backer, and this is pretty fascinating. So we've talked quite a bit, certainly in the XRP community. It's well understood, I think, at this point that if you want to see an alt season, you want to see XRP go, you better hope that you have expansion in the stock market because small cap stocks are treated the same as most of the crypto asset class, frankly, which is to say that they're considered riskier. And I say fair enough, true. But if you want an alt season, you better hope that that appetite for increased risk for the typical investor does increase and that investments go further out the risk curve. So not just in the large caps and not just in Bitcoin, but further out. And there's this chart on your screen from the blockchain backer shows the top chart anyway is the Russell 2000, so that's small cap stocks. And then the bottom one is the crypto total market cap, excluding the top 10 coins by market cap. And he's noting that something interesting happened, of course, in October 23rd, and we're seeing that again. So here's what he wrote. This is pretty amazing. I built this indicator to specifically monitor crypto breadth when 70% of the coins are trending. Up equals excellent breadth. When this breadth triggered October 30th, he's talking of last year, on the 2-day time frame for crypto, it happened exactly when the Russell reversed on October 30th. So the timing last year was perfect. And he's saying, hey, this indicator, it's popping off again literally right now. And by the way, the Russell 2000, it was up a little bit today. It was up 0.67% at close. So take it for what it's worth, but directionally, I still think that the best is yet ahead. That's my for fun guess. Nobody knows for sure. I'm willing to bet that it's what we're going to see is like lots of fireworks in Q4, maybe going out into some degree into 2025. There's also this post from the blockchain backer. He said, the euphoria of March through April is 100% washed out. And isn't that how it always goes? Once you have excitement in the market, it's just, it is the case that if you're going to see after something like that or a movement to the upside, it's pretty commonplace to see that all the people, the lettuce stands, they get completely wiped out. That so frequently happens. Now, in this case, there ended up being a lot of strength, in the sense that we didn't have a crazy 80% pull down, but we also didn't have, I wouldn't classify it as true euphoria. That's debatable. That's kind of subjective. But, not the levels that we saw in 2021 and 2017. It wasn't like that. And, Bitcoin didn't blast off way higher. It hit a new all-time high, but it didn't go way above that. So, the fact that we hadn't seen a major pullback isn't surprising, but still, there were enough people around, enough new entrants that still needed to get washed out, and that has indeed happened. There is this post from Julian Biddle. Julian is the head of macro research at a global macro investor. And he said 3 words, not even close, hashtag Bitcoin. And so this is a chart where it shows the black line is the GMI Bitcoin cycle top finder. And then the pink line, that's the price for Bitcoin. And so you can see, as we've historically had tops going back basically to the inception of Bitcoin, you can see that where Bitcoin did hit its all-time high is this indicator, it did mark a top. And he's saying we're nowhere even near that. So take it for what it's worth. It's one more piece to consider, but clearly anticipating we go way, way, way higher. There's also this from chart analyst Tony Severino, Bitcoin USD chart, and he wrote, last leg up. So he is also an analyst that says, yeah, that's absolutely coming. There's also this post from chart analyst Mikey Bull Crypto, Bitcoin rally to wave 5 expansion has begun. So he's another analyst that says, we are at that moment. This is it. There's also this post from Nijin Tropic. This is run by the co-founders of on-chain analytics firm Glassnode, which puts out fantastic data. And they wrote the following: no time to waste. We just entered altcoin season 5 days ago, and we're already picking up strong momentum on meme coins. And then he named a few. It wasn't XRP specific, but I don't care. I want to see an alt season. And so it's interesting that they were saying something so bold. When I see something like that, on the nose, from a reputable source like the guys that founded Glassnode, that jumps out at me. That's why I'm sharing it with you. They're claiming right now, yeah, alt season just started. Now, if they're correct, whew, and I am seeing there's all sorts of expectations from tons of analysts saying, whoa, yeah, this is it, we've broken out. So that's one more. There's also this post from chart analyst Mustache, hashtag Bitcoin cycle 2011 through 2013 and 2014 through 2017, cycle 2018 through 2021. Says so far they have all been almost identical. 2022 through 24 also shows a very similar pattern. If you're bearish here, you are betting against 13 years of history. Good luck. I, on the other hand, bet on a parabola. So he's expecting way higher as well. And this is what I keep seeing with increased calls for this as of yesterday saying, no, this is right now. It's happening right now. That's what I started seeing from a ton of analysts literally yesterday, continuing into today, even more confidence. And so that's why when I see that in tandem with something like what BCB said, the blockchain backer, the Euphoria is washed out. Well, great. It's happening at the same time that we're seeing all this rocket off. Chart analyst Matthew Hyland here says, this structure for alts is screaming a reversal is underway. And think about it, as all this is happening, XRP is arguably among the very best positioned. It has consolidated longer than any other coin, maybe even in the history of the asset class. If there's something longer, I'm not a chart guy, so maybe there's something that would be well known amongst chart guys. I haven't seen anything like it. I haven't seen anything coiling for basically 7 freaking years. That's insane. Because the wider the base, the higher in space. That's the dorky phrase, but it's true. It's consolidation. So I'm looking forward to see what happens. Here's a post from chart analyst Dr. Magic. He shared this post early this morning. ETH is a banger. Okay, so optimistic for ETH. Cool. I hold ETH. Happy to see it. Not that excited about ETH, but I hold it. It's the first crypto I ever bought, actually, in November 2017. But then he reposted that and he wrote, haven't been posting much about ETH because I think XRP is a much better play right now, but don't underestimate it. It will too pump hard. Yeah, well, I don't doubt that. But as I've said many times, XRP is going to substantially outperform Bitcoin and ETH. If we're going to have an alt season, of course, XRP is going to participate. That's a virtual certainty in my estimation anyway, just my personal opinion. And if that's going to happen, given how little money is XRP compared to Bitcoin and ETH, it's not hard to understand why it would dwarf those 2 coins, the top 2 coins by market cap, just in terms of multiplier effect. Why would that not happen? Then we have this from Charting Guy, altcoins update. Chainlink charted for reference, most coins have the same structure and wave count. The altcoins wave 2 has finally bottomed. We can confirm this because the wave 5 of the C wave was truncated and led us to making a higher high, thus showing a trend shift. So what happens now? Well, we're starting a wave 3, which is typically the most explosive wave in Elliott wave theory, especially altcoins, that usually takes out prior all-time highs. So I just wanted to highlight that so you can see yet another analyst saying, yeah, this is the moment. And I know he's showing a Chainlink chart, it doesn't matter. He's saying, because he understands the market moves in tandem. Conceptually, stuff like that, this would be true for a lot of the coins that most of you hold, presumably. And XRP is going to rocket as well. It's part of the asset class. I just have a feeling it's going to pump pump higher to a greater degree than other large cap coins, broadly speaking. That would be my expectation. There's also this post from Charting Guy. This is from just in the morning. He said, XRP has been consolidating the past 7 weeks because of a possible SEC appeal holding us down. See below for my thoughts. And he shares a post from August 8th. He says, October 7th or earlier, we'll find out which scenario plays out. Remember, most altcoins and XRP won't do anything significant until Bitcoin is in price discovery. Okay, interesting. Here's what he had to say on August 8th on this topic. And by the way, I just want to note, even if there's an appeal and even if some participants in the market get spooked about XRP, those would just be the individuals that don't know any better. XRP is in the clear legally, challenging, if the SEC challenges with the appeal, even if they're successful, that would only impact directly Ripple's programmatic sales if that's what they appeal. I can't imagine them appealing disgorgement, this or that. So that's what, in all likelihood, what they'd appeal if they do. And it's not going to matter. It won't change whether or not you can have secondary market transactions on exchanges. Absolutely not. It doesn't change any of that stuff. So we're fine regardless. And the SEC already said they weren't going to appeal, the idea of XRP not being a security in and of itself. So we're in the clear. So if there is a market dump, and there could be to some degree, I'm not going to panic over it. I think that most market participants understand where we're at right now. But anyway, on August 8th, here's what he said. The Ripple SEC case is over, so why isn't XRP at new all-time high? There is an appeal window of 60 days. This overhang has people cautiously bullish on XRP as it is at resistance, and I see a few possibilities. Number one, 60 days pass and no appeal happens, we moon. Number two, the SEC appeals, but quickly after it will be denied, then we moon. Either way, I have Bitcoin breaking into price discovery by late September/early October, which is why when alts finally take off. So this lines up with XRP breakout timeline. And so as far as alts taking off, that does seem to be the case at least right now. And all sorts of analysts are like, yeah, this is the moment. I keep seeing that. So we'll see if it continues. But that does line up with what he was stating. There's also this from chart analyst Dom. XRP short-term view. Price is gearing up for a move here soon. I'd be shocked to see it roll over with this structure, thinking we test 63 cents to see what we can do. So he thinks we're going to see a move up and a test sooner than later. And he posted that just this morning. And Crypto Insight UK seems to agree. He simply wrote XRP to 64 cents soon. So take it for what it's worth. XRP is not going to range around here forever. It won't. Then there was this from chart analyst Steph is Crypto. XRP is ready for the biggest move in its entire price history. The Bollinger Bands on the monthly time frame speak for themselves. Okay, so I can buy into that if you're talking about biggest move in terms of dollars. Now, in terms of percentages, we had that from in 2017 cycle from the bottom to the top, an 80,000% move roughly. We're never going to see that again because there's more money in XRP now. You're never going to get the same multiplier effect. But there's still so little money in XRP that there's an incredible opportunity for life-changing wealth, even though it's a large cap coin. You won't see that in large caps if you fast forward a couple decades. There's going to be too much money in all of them. But there is this opportunity now, which is amazing. You get to have like a tried and true crypto around for over a decade, but you can still get returns equivalent to if it were like a small cap 20 years from now, is how I'm looking at it. But yeah, in terms of dollars, this is going to be absolutely... I would not be surprised to see if XRP has its greatest move in terms of dollars much sooner than later. So tons of reason to be optimistic. It's just notable to me. I keep seeing all of these analysts at the same time coming to the same or similar conclusions. That is not usually the case. And usually when that happens, when I observe that, usually, not always, but usually, those analysts are correct in their suppositions about what's likely to occur. So sometimes the improbable happens and the group of them could be wrong, but that's not likely. That does not frequently happen. So I say, buckle up. I'm not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.